It's the time to get down.
Porter Mix. Are you ready to talk about some weed?
Times are a-changing, but some things stay the same. You start each morning with a cup of coffee every day. Maybe hit the snooze, turn on the local news, but nothing good comes from a one-sided point of view. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info, stay for the reefer. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info and stay for the reefer.
Yeah. Marijuana for Dummies. Resisting. That's right, I know, we deserve it. Resisting the miseducation of marijuana. Well, Vic, it's getting to be countdown time in California. Everybody's waiting
Right.
for the new year.
Yeah.
But it does not look like things are ready for the... I mean, one of the ways you could tell was that if everything was really set up for a January 1st rollout for recreational marijuana in California, you would already see ads.
I already said it was going to be in a face of ads versus just general ads, right?
Well, no ad. In other words, I haven't seen any advertising for any New Year's events.
None whatsoever.
With marijuana. That's the
Right.
first thing. So as far as I know,
Right.
I haven't seen any big push on marijuana New Year's events where at midnight recreational marijuana becomes the law. Now, a lot of that has to do with the buying
Right.
because you're already allowed to possess.
True.
But obviously, the commerce hasn't jumped off because there are no ads. There are no parties. There's no events. There's no establishments. And supposedly everybody's just waiting because there's monies involved
Of course.
for rents, real estate, especially here in Los Angeles. And Los Angeles, the rent, your rent on your business is going to be costing you. You want to make sure you can open your doors if you got to pay rent
Right.
on that building. And depending on where you are,
Right.
that rent could be high.
But isn't that, would it be kind of, maybe it's just me. I thought that's to be expected. I mean, aren't you building in these contingencies of these considerations that it's like going to get a car, Mar, you know this. Somebody say, here's the base or list price. And it may be $21,000. But you and I know once you leave and once you get all the other things that you want in your car, it's going to bump up 5 or 10 grand because of all the additional features. So I'm thinking when they get in there, they've already built in these contingencies that, hey, look, what's our budget allocation and miscellaneous, which are the unknown factor. If they haven't built that in, then they should wait anyway.
Well, that's what it looks like, you guys. It's now December 11th, right?
Right. It ain't happening, right?
And it doesn't look, I'm asking even the non-marijuana people. If you look around, do you see signs of any marijuana things hitting yet?
Cost money.
And that tells you that it's the money.
Yeah, it's the money.
That's being affected.
Right.
And the running, and let me tell you, part of it has to do with some of the issues, Vic, that came up in previous shows. Like for one, and this is maybe one of the biggest ones, where do people smoke?
Yeah.
Now, the natural thing people want to say is at home. What if you don't have a home?
Right. You don't own a home.
You don't own a home. Maybe your apartment building, because your apartment
Condo.
owner gets to say,
Yeah.
no marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay, do they get to say those things? Because that's the kind of stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
The
right to choose? Is that?
the right to choose,
Right.
to use, all of those things are still being issues, and you can find yourself in court. It looks like no one's going to ever let you smoke in your parked car. What if you're not even operating a car?
Right.
What if you go take your weed to your friend's car who's still in the party, and you sit in his car with the windows rolled up, smoking weed, and here come the cops knocking on the window? See, in Las Vegas, that's a $600 fine.
Right.
We don't know what it's going to be in Los Angeles.
True.
But these are the things that have got to be taken into consideration.
Okay.
Where can you smoke? See, that's why I was one of the ones who were in favor of the Amsterdam setup.
Right.
Even though they also have their schizophrenic areas. That the idea of the coffee shop.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Lounges or marijuana lounges where you can go and have refreshments or whatever.
Right.
And have marijuana.
Let me ask you this. With this, I wonder how this is affecting downwind as far as policing. Because I'm assuming that the same manpower resources for policing, it's not going to increase with this now being the added thing that you have to do oversight on. So would it be stretching the resources of oversight? Who's going to be doing the oversight and who's going to handle all that? Because now we're talking about who's the right people to determine to follow all the rules, and are the policing agents, whomever, the law, now having to go through tutorials that here's a do's and
probably
don'ts.
so. Even though one can make the argument that it's supposed to be so lucrative for
Right.
the local governments, Vic.
Yeah.
In other words, they're supposed to make so much money
Yeah.
that it should be able to pay for the policing of it, the administration of it, all of that,
Right.
and then give you fantastic profits even after that.
Do you believe in that theory that all the money in the coffers are going to exactly what it's directed to, or do you believe it goes where they want you to believe it's going to?
Oh, we know it's all where they lie to you. They'll piss in your head and tell you it's rain.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So don't trust anything. That's why I'm bringing this up, because obviously there's certain conclusions that we can draw at this point.
Right.
One, that they're not ready.
Okay.
That they're not ready. That they will be continuing to get ready.
Okay.
So some of their inability to be ready has to do with their reluctance to confront
Okay.
certain issues, which are part of it.
Right.
There are big issues to be confronted, both in the local governments and other places, but their unwillingness to do that,
Right.
or to have, to me, real talk,
Right.
real public talk,
Okay.
slows up the process. So we can find ourselves essentially, 3 weeks away,
True.
or less than 3 weeks away.
I'm about to call.
And we still don't know what the stuff's going to be.
I got to call a 30-second role play, bro. I'm the police. You sitting in your car. I'm pulling you over for a second.
Oh, you mean I'm driving?
Yes, you're driving.
Oh, if I'm driving, it's
And-
different.
No, but you are in your car and you're sitting in front of your house.
No, am I driving, though?
No. You're just sitting in front
That's
of
why
your
I
house.
say, because it makes a difference.
That's
One
right.
is operating a vehicle,
Right. But
and
you-
one is sitting in a car
Right, you're sitting in your car.
with the engine turned off.
I'm like, this is great. You're
Well, I
doing.
mean, because I remember being
I
in a
know.
car in D.C. and the cop
Right.
told me, walked up to me
That's-
in my car and said, "Don't turn on
off
the
the
engine
engine.
because your plates are expired. I'm going to ticket you.
Right.
And I'm trying to be nice.
Right.
If you turn on your engine,
Right.
now you're operating the car.
Right.
And I just sat there like,
You froze. It said,
okay, I
"Don't
was like
turn it
glad
off."
he said, don't turn on the car.
So-
So let me just say, you're saying we're sitting in the car.
See, you already did the role play.
Right.
You already see.
I got to know if the engine's running or not.
Right. See, my whole point was you're at the beckoning of the person who's going. See, I was going to do this. Can I see your driver's license, please? Then you get. He says, "Okay, are you smoking marijuana?" What's your answer?
No.
No. Let me see. Get your address. Oh, you live here, huh?
Yep.
A little highbrow black brother, right?
The highest. See, I got the Cochran firm on speed dial.
That's what I'm saying. See, I'm only saying
I got and I got family at the DA.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
by
the
you
highest.
being identified as living here, would it change his scope?
Yes,
Absolutely.
and that's why I pay these taxes.
That's
It's supposed to change you,
right.
so you can say, "Oh, this one the affluent Negroes. We better." First of all, they listen to how you speak.
That's right.
They know what you are in the first. Even though, unfortunately, the people who don't speak that way don't get it.
Right.
But they have sized you up in the first 15
easy,
seconds.
easy.
Once you start with that ho-de-do shit, they know they have a dumb one. Ho-de-do.
Stop,
Whoa,
man.
ho-de-do.
Stop, man. Why you want
Okay,
to?
I'm just saying.
What about the
If you
smart
start-
ass? But the other end of the spectrum
I'm just saying,
is a
don't-
smart ass young or middle aged person who just go like, I'm gonna throw in my face what I do.
You
and who I am.
can.
And what will that do?
Get you to jail usually.
See,
In today's world, it's a little bit better. In the world we came up with, you really couldn't do shit to the
no,
police.
man. Yeah, but see,
So now it's a little different day. They got to have cameras, even though they always have them off.
wait a minute. Do they
They're
get a
supposed
fine?
to have cameras.
Do they get a fine when they turn off the cameras?
As far as I know, no.
No, they don't get a fine. All
It
right.
hasn't been agreed on.
Yeah. Why would fine?
So-
Right. All right.
You're right. So the question is, where do we smoke? Don't smoke in the car. That's my take home. Okay? Wherever you are so far, it doesn't seem to make any difference what state.
Right.
None of them are letting you smoke in the car.
Right. See.
Okay?
Right.
So then it's a matter of how much of a fine.
Right.
And then the question will be, and to be answered still, is where do we smoke?
Hey, location, location, location. Right. That's why I was doing the location that says, "Oh, you here?" Right. Okay. Perspective change.
Go inside the house.
Right.
I would not sit in front of my house smoking marijuana. I would go in the house.
That's it. Right.
See, some of y'all like, huh?
Hey, man. Real talk, man.
Now, I might be in my backyard, but that's in my backyard. Like
Right.
we had marijuana at the events.
Right.
That's legal in California. It's legal for me to buy marijuana
Right.
and give it away.
Right.
So it's legal to give it away.
I just think people need to read
People
carefully.
21 and older.
Yeah, a lot of people are not going to dig down deep into what you can and cannot do. They're going to assume that
And
they
they
can
go to
chill.
jail.
I know.
Or get a $600
But let's just say this. Let's just be fair. Let's just be fair. The enriched neighborhoods will probably not have to suffer by drive-bys who are going to be messing with them.
No, because in Beverly Hills, they'll roll up on a white boy smoking in his car and play that, oh, we don't see that. You shouldn't do that, Bob.
Why is your name got to be Bob?
Biff.
What,
Scooter.
dude. Oh,
All right, Scooter.
you're biased. Why can't it be?
I'm just saying, if it's Jamal and he's smoking in Beverly, the first question is, what are you doing here?
Right. See,
And then after you...
anyone.
Now,
that-
maybe if you
any-
can prove why you there,
If
you
they're-
might get that treatment, but
if-
you have to prove it.
if they're
And don't
driving-
start with the ho-de-do talk
if
either.
they're driving anywhere in those neighborhoods, they know they're subsequently going to be questioning someone who's empowered, period. So you just won't see it. The only time it's going to happen if somebody says, I see a strange vehicle that's not normal. Report it. Like, other than that, the cruising, let's find out who's parked illegally in Bel Air, in Beverly Hills. I'm just questioning that you probably won't see that randomly.
I don't. Well, we had some input. Brenda, hi, Brenda. Brenda Alexander wrote in on Facebook. She said, what about educating your audience on buying marijuana stocks? Because Brenda's pushing some. No, the only reason, Brenda, is I'm still making up my mind. First of all, you have to understand, on the get-go, I have a personal bias against stocks.
Yeah, source. You
We
gotta
can
know
talk
source.
about this. We can talk about let me tell you, when you realize my age. So I've been through the stocks up and down.
Right.
The whole emergence.
Right.
When they went from people actually being able to control
Right.
their retirement income and their KEOs and IRAs and being able to invest them. I was there when that happened.
Right.
So because of that, I have a special attitude towards stocks.
Right.
Because most people don't know enough about stocks to invest. They have to do it on the basis of trust of
Right.
the people doing it.
Right.
So that's why I haven't been educating people about marijuana stocks, because I have to plead ignorant. I don't know enough about it.
Right.
And even though right now I own stocks, and in some ways I was smart. Like I got Amazon stock
Right.
from
Right.
the way back.
Right. Yeah. So you know.
At Apple stock
Right.
from way back. At Amazon stock from way back before my mama ever knew Amazon.
Right.
Now, and I also had some other stocks that weren't quite so. MP3.com, I got screwed on stock. So, anyway, I'm not a proponent of stocks, period.
Right. No, I feel you.
I just don't know enough. And for those of you, that's a wonderful question, Brenda. Thank you. And I know you are, Brenda. Brenda's so funny. We had one day we had this, and that's why I give you special credit. That's one of Irvin's. But I give her special credit. Right?
Okay.
Thank you, Brenda, too. But Brenda, I will be pointing out to people, other folks if you're going to be the expert on marijuana stocks, then we got to get you involved with some promotion.
Absolutely.
Everybody, sing along.
Times are a-changing, but some things stay the same. You start each morning with a cup of coffee every day.
Cup of coffee every day.
Maybe hit the snooze, turn on the local news.
Start off with the weed.
And nothing good comes from a
Thank you, Brenda.
one-sided point of view. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info, stay for the reefer. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info and stay for the reefer.
Hey, marijuana for dummies, recurring segment.